What is up, everybody? JT Dangerously once again. I am here to do my Ring of Honor's Bound by Honor Miami 2019 predictions. Now, Bound by Honor Miami happens this Sunday, live and exclusively on Honor Club from the Watsco Center in Miami, Florida. Now, this show in Miami is absolutely stacked. We got 9 fantastic matches and 2 Ring of Honor titles are going to be on the line. So I'm very excited to do my Bound by Honor Miami predictions for you guys this year, and I hope you guys do enjoy. Now, a record coming into Bound by Honor Miami after our last Ring of Honor event, which was the Road to G1 Supercard back in San Antonio, we made history. We went a perfect 8-0. So our overall record coming in is 208, 64-1. So we're coming in El Fuego right now, and I'm looking to keep it that way. So hopefully in this video we will continue the winning ways. We're on a 6 pay-per-view winning streak. Hopefully in this video we make it lucky number 7. Hopefully. Now this is the first of 2 big videos that will be up on the channel today, so hopefully you guys will be able to watch all these videos. Now right after this, I'll have my official New Japan Pro Wrestling's New Beginning in Osaka 2019 predictions, which we will see Bad Luck Fale face off against Kazuchika Okada. We'll also see Taguchi challenge the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion Taiji Ishimori, and we'll also see Tanahashi defend the IWGP Heavyweight title against Switchblade Jay White. So that video will be up right after this video. So hopefully you guys will be able to watch these videos. As always, show your support on all my videos by watching those videos, super kicking those like buttons, hitting that notification bell, and commenting your picks and your opinions in the comment sections down below. Now, if this is your first time watching my channel today, is a first time viewer, and this is your first video, boy, you pick to go in if you're a huge Ring of Honor fan like myself, and you're ready for this huge Bound by Honor event in Miami. Welcome to the Dangerous Alliance. I'm JT Dangerously. Welcome to the club, because this club is Whoop whoop. Again, thank you guys so very much. Now, other than that, let's get right into these predictions. Now, if they do add any other matches to this card, or is there any last minute replacements, I'll have them in the comment section down below, but I'm going to do the 9 matches that have already been determined. Now, let's start off with the first matchup. It is an 8-man tag team battle. On one side, you have Ring of Honor's biggest team of Brian Malonis and the Beer City Bruiser, the Bouncers, and their partners are a team that a lot of people need to be looking out for in 2019. They are Shaheem Ali and LSG Coast to Coast. And their opponents, representing Lifeblood, consisting of the international star Bandito, Hot Sauce Tracy Williams, the 4th generation or Debbie Chan, David Finlay, and the leader of Lifeblood, and still the IWGP United States Champion, one of my all-time favorites in New Japan, and if you know his music, you know who I'm talking about. He is the flamboyant Juice Robinson. Now, this is going to be a very interesting 8-man tag. On one side, you got the Bouncers and Coast to Coast, 2 teams who are looking to keep in pace in the Ring of Honor tag team division. And with a big win here, they can definitely move right up in that ladder to determine the Ring of Honor tag team champs. The other side, you have the Lifeblood team coming in red hot. Ever since they formed on Ring of Honor television, this team has been definitely red hot. And when it comes to tag team matches, they are definitely really good. I mean, they haven't lost a multi-man tag team match since they debuted. And with David Haskins hurt with a partially torn calf, we don't know how long he's going to be out, but knowing him, he's going to be there for his Lifeblood comrades and, of course, Tennille Dashwood as well. So, coming from me, in this first 8-man tag team matchup, I like the Bouncers, and I do like Coast to Coast, but coming from me, I'm going with Lifeblood to defeat the Bouncers and Coast to Coast. And now the next matchup. It is a 6-man tag team battle. On one side, they are the former Ring of Honor World 6-man tag team champions, consisting of The Boys and the former Ring of Honor World Champion looking to get back on track in 2019. And if you know his music, you know who I'm talking about. Boys, let's break break some hearts. He is the Party Peacock Dalton Castle, and their opponents. They are known as the Shinobi Shadow Squad, consisting of Ryan Nova, Eli Isom, and their teacher, Ring of Honor fan favorite and New Japan Pro Wrestling's fan favorite, Cheeseburger. Now, this matchup can definitely tell us who's going to be next in line for the Ring of Honor 6-man tag team titles, and this one's a big-time matchup. Now, starting off with the boys in Dalton Castle. The boys definitely are a fantastic tag team as both Boy 1 and Boy 2. But the one person that I'm really interested to see how he's going to deal with this is Dalton Castle. Ever since Final Battle, Dalton Castle hasn't won a match in 2019. And he is definitely, you can see it's getting to him. You can tell that losing is not in his resume. And he's always used to winning, but now he's for some reason losing in every match he's in. And even if it's a triple threat, fatal 4-way, 6-man tag, he's always the one getting pinned. And you can tell Dalton Castle is definitely getting it to that breaking point. And I got to ask, definitely in the comment section, has Dalton Castle ever been a heel in Ring of Honor? Because I feel like that's where this is going to go, that he's going to turn on the boys and be a heel in Ring of Honor. But this matchup could definitely be the straw that breaks the camel's back for this team. The other side, you have the Shinobi Shadow Squad coming in, and they're really the hottest trios team right now in Ring of Honor. If I saw it on Twitter, right, Cheeseburger said that they are 9-1 in trios matches, and they have definitely got some big wins under their belt, and they're looking to get their biggest win of the year. So coming from me in this 6-man tag team battle, I'm going to go with the upset. I may get this one wrong, but I'm going to be a little bit ballsy. I'm going to go with the Shinobi Shadow Squad to defeat the boys and Dalton Castle. And now the next matchup. It is a first ever meeting between these two one-on-one. On one side, he is a former NWA World Champion. He's also a former Ring of Honor Tag Team Champion. And he is Ian Riccaboni's announcing partner. And if you know his music, making his theme debut, I don't even have to tell you who it is because his theme tells you.
Boom, boom, Colt Cabana, boom, boom, Colt Cabana, boom, boom, Colt Cabana, it's Colt Cabana.
And his opponent, representing Suzuki Gun, Ichiban. He is the reigning 3-time Rev Pro British Heavyweight Champion. For me, the greatest technical wrestler in the wrestling world. And as his man Taka Michinoku would announce him, he is Submission and Pro Wrestling Master. He is ZSJ, and if you know his music, you know who I'm talking about. He is Zack Sabre Jr. Now, this is a dream matchup, especially for Colt Cabana, because this is the matchup that he said that if I ever had a chance to get it, I would want to face Zack Sabre Jr. And as Ring of Honor said, you ask, you shall receive. And they gave him this matchup. And I'll be honest, Colt Cabana is a fantastic announcer. I watch a lot of Honor Club events with Ian Riccaboni. They're a great team. Wrestling-wise, he still can go. I mean, he is a former NWA World Champion, a former Ring of Honor Tag Team Champion. But I don't know what he's getting into with this matchup, because you're going against easily the greatest submission specialist in the wrestling world, and Colt Cabana is definitely going to have to play very technical, but you cannot fall in the hands of Zack Sabre Jr. If you have a finisher ready to go, you put it on him. Do not wait. And do not wait to use it, just use it. The other side, you have Zack Sabre Jr. coming off his New Beginning tour in Sapporo, the tag teaming with his partner Minoru Suzuki against Evil and Sonata in a losing effort. So you know Zack Sabre Jr. is coming in pissed, and he's looking to make Colt Cabana just tap out with one easily the greatest submission hold I've ever seen in wrestling. And he has maybe the best counters in New Japan Pro Wrestling and in wrestling in general. So coming from me in this one-on-one showdown, like I said, I like Colt Cabana, but Colt Cabana is going to get stretched like you have never seen before. So I am taking Zack Sabre Jr. to defeat Colt Cabana. And now the next matchup. It is a four-corner survival match. On one side, he is the reigning NWA National Champion. He is Willie Mack. Next, you have a former two-time Ring of Honor World Television Champion, a former Ring of Honor Tag Team Champion, and if you know his music, you know who I'm talking about. He is Kenny King. Next, you have another former two-time Ring of Honor World Television Champion. He's one of my favorite heels in Ring of Honor, and if you know his music, you know who I'm talking about. He is professional wrestling's last real man, Silas Young. And the final person in this four-corner survival is the leader of Villain Enterprises. And he is the 2018 Survival of the Fittest champion. And he holds a future Ring of Honor World Championship opportunity. And if you know his music, you know who I'm talking about. Whoop, whoop! Whoop, whoop! Whoop, whoop! He is the villain, Marty Scurll. Now, this one's going to be a fantastic four-corner survival matchup. Now, before I start, I want to just say this. Ring of Honor. You let the NWA World Championship be defended on your Honor Club shows or on Ring of Honor television. Yet you do not have Willie Mack, who is the NWA National Champion, defend his belt here, which I gotta say it's kind of ridiculous that Ring of Honor chooses to show off the NWA World Championship. Yes, it is the 10 pounds of gold, but you gotta show off some of the other titles like the NWA National Championship or any other NWA title that's out there. But I guess that's Ring of Honor and NWA's decision to go with the Ring of Honor, the NWA World title to be defended, but not any other title other than that. But that's kind of Billy Corgan's fault, in my opinion. But I digress. But this one's going to be a great matchup. You got three former Ring of Honor television champions in Kenny King, Silas Young, and the villain Marty Scurll. You got a wild card in Willie Mack. And this matchup is definitely big. The only person I don't think that needs to be in this matchup is Marty Scurll, because what else does he have to prove? He's already the number one. He's already a future number one contender for the Ring of Honor World title. So he doesn't really need this win as much as these other three men. So coming from me in this four-corner survival matchup, oh man, four-corner survival matches are always hard to predict because you got a 1 in 3 chance you're going to get it right. So coming from me, I may get this one wrong, but I'm going to go with another upset here. I'm going to go with Willie Mack to defeat Kenny King, Silas Young, and the villain Marty Scurll. And now the next matchup. It is a first ever meeting between these two one-on-one, and this one's going to be a wild affair. On one side, he is also representing Villain Enterprises, and he is one half of the 2019 Tag Wars Champion and the number one contenders for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team titles at the 17th anniversary show in Vegas. And he is indeed alive! He's alive! He's the French-Canadian Frankenstein, PCO. And his opponent is one half of the unprecedented 10-time Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions. He is the master of redneck kung fu, Mark Briscoe. Now, this is a matchup of two guys who are absolutely insane, folks. If you did not see the end of the Road to G1 Supercard San Antonio, the Briscoes attacked the winners of Tag Wars, PCO and Brody King, and by the end of the show, you saw PCO throwing a chair at Mark Briscoe, laughing about it, and then Mark Briscoe throwing a chair at PCO, and he laughing about it. So you know these two guys are certifiably crazy, and I love it, especially PCO. I was very skeptical when they signed PCO to Ring of Honor, but he has become a big fan of mine right now because this guy is what Ring of Honor, this is Ring of Honor's version of The Undertaker. You can't kill the guy. He takes bumps at 51 years old like a 21-year-old a wrestler would be doing. He's 51 years old taking the most insane bumps you'll ever see, and he always finds a way to get up. He is indeed a Frankenstein, and I love it. And this matchup is all about momentum because, like I said, this matchup is, you have PCO and Brody King challenging the Briscoes for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team titles at the 17th anniversary show in Vegas. So this matchup is all about momentum. So coming from me in this one-on-one battle between these two maniacs, you already know there's going to be weapons involved in this. So I'm going to go with PCO to defeat Mark Briscoe by any means. And now the next matchup, it is for the Ring of Honor Television Championship. Starting off with the challenger. He is representing Chaos, and he is the former 8-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champion. He is a former Ring of Honor Tag Team Champion, and he's looking to become the next Ring of Honor Television Champion. He is the King of Sneaky Style, Rocky Romero. And Rocky Romero is challenging the reigning, defending, undisputed, and undefeated Ring of Honor World Television Champion. He is indeed the Hawaiian juggernaut himself, Jeff Cobb. Now, Rocky Romero earned this opportunity by winning a triple threat Proven Grounds match at G1 Supercard in Houston over Dalton Castle and Jeff Cobb by defeating Dalton Castle to get this opportunity. But Rocky Romero is getting a huge shot here. I mean, this is his first shot at a singles title, and it seems like forever. And a guy who has been known as a tag team guy or a junior tag team specialist, this is a big opportunity for Rocky Romero. And knowing him, he'll take every chance he gets to defeat the undefeated Ring of Honor Television Champion. He'll do whatever it takes to win. He's not the King of Sneaky Style for nothing, folks. Then on your side, you have Jeff Cobb coming off a very good tour in the New Beginning in the United States, facing off against Brody King, facing off against some top talent in Ring of Honor and New Japan Pro Wrestling, and he's coming in undefeated. This guy is just unstoppable. He's one of my favorite Ring of Honor Television champions since Marty Scurll and Roderick Strong, and he is definitely looking to continue his dominance in the as Ring of Honor Television champion. So coming from me in this matchup for the Ring of Honor Television title, I like Rocky Romero. I love him on commentary on NewJapanWorld.com. I think he's a fantastic wrestler, but coming from me, I think Jeff Cobb is going to give Rocky a rough tour of the island. And being in Miami, Florida, it could be a really rough tour of the island. So coming from me, I am taking Jeff Cobb to retain the Ring of Honor Television title by any means and defeat Rocky Romero. And now the next matchup. It is another first ever meeting between these two, two guys one-on-one. On one side, he is the other half of the 2019 Tag Wars champion with PCO. He is the heavy hitter Brody King. And his opponent is the other half of the 10-time Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions. He himself a former Ring of Honor World Champion, and he's one of my favorites. And if you know his music, you know who I'm talking about. It's time to
Reach for the sky,
boy. He is Jay Briscoe. Now, if you thought the PCO Mark Briscoe match is going to be good, this one's going to be even better because you got the power power of Brody King against the veteran style of Jay Briscoe. And like I said, this matchup is all about momentum with the 17th anniversary show coming up in March with the Ring of Honor tag team titles on the line. Brody King and PCO are looking to get some momentum going into that show and possibly dethroning the 10-time tag team champs, the Briscoes. So coming from me in this first ever meeting between these two one-on-one, this one's tricky because the biggest question is, can Brody King put the Gonzo drop on Jay Briscoe? And can Jay Briscoe J-drill Brody King? That's my biggest question coming in. So coming from me, knowing there's going to be a lot of interference involved, I'm going to take Brody King to defeat Jay Briscoe by any means. And now the next matchup. It is for the Ring of Honor Women's Championship. Starting off with the challenger. She is looking to become the next Ring of Honor Women's Champion. She is a multiple-time Stardom Women's Champion. She is the legend herself, Mayu Iwatani. And Mayu Iwatani is challenging the reigning, defending, and the most fightingest Ring of Honor Women's Champion, accompanied by Camp Klein. She is the gatekeeper, Kelly Klein. Now, this is the third one-on-one meeting between Mayu Iwatani and Kelly Klein. All two meetings went in the side of the gatekeeper. And she's looking to continue her dominance against the legend Mayu Iwatani. Now, starting off with Iwatani, this is the first time I've seen her since Supercard of Honor in the semifinals to determine the first ever Ring of Honor Women's Champion. So it's going to be great to see her back in a Ring of Honor ring. And this is her chance to finally end the slide that she has been through with Kelly Klein. Mayu Iwatani has never beaten Kelly Klein one-on-one, and this is a big opportunity for her. She's looking to capitalize on that. She's also coming in with a knee injury, so that's definitely the big question mark when it comes to her being 100%. Down the other side, you have Kelly Klein coming in, and she is easily, like I've said, she is the most fightingest champion in wrestling right now. I don't see any women's champion putting up the title every time she's in a ring one-on-one. I don't see Asuka doing it. I don't see Ronda Rousey doing it. I don't see Taya Valkyrie doing it. I don't see any women's professional champion doing this. Hell, the Universal Champion doesn't even do this. The only person I remember doing this kind of thing, putting the title up almost every time she's on television or on pay-per-view, is Seth Rollins, when he was the Intercontinental Champion. So Kelly Klein for me, is what you call a real women's champion and a fighting champion, because she puts the belt up against anybody. Doesn't matter who it is, she puts it up one-on-one, and they have a big-time opportunity to become the next women's champion. And Kelly Klein's coming off her big victory over Sumi Sakai to retain her Ring of Honor Women's title, and she's looking to retain her belt here and continue the dominance against Mayu Iwatani. So coming from me in this matchup for the Ring of Honor Women's title, man, I don't know if any woman's going to beat Kelly Klein. I mean, hell, Sumi Sakai couldn't do it. I mean, Britt Baker couldn't do it. I mean, I don't know if anybody can beat her. Madison Rayne, I think, would be the next contender if I would say she's going to be the next contender, but she's got her deals with the Twisted Sisters. So coming from me, I am taking Kelly Klein to retain the Ring of Honor Women's title by any means and defeat Mayu Iwatani. And now the main event. It is a 6-man tag team match. On one side, making his Ring of Honor debut and his Honor Club debut, he is a very well-known international star in CMLL. He is also part of the Los Ingobernables team in CMLL, so he has Naito connections. He is the international sensation, Rush. Next, you have Ring of Honor's resident submission specialist, you have Jonathan Gresham, and you have the longest reigning Ring of Honor World Champion. He is indeed the franchise, and if you know his music, you know who I'm talking about. He is Jay Lethal, and their opponents, are the reigning and first ever 3-time Ring of Honor World 6-Man Tag Team Champions. They are representing the Kingdom, consisting of the heavy hitter TK O'Ryan, the Horror Master Vinny Marsalius, and the real Ring of Honor World Champion. And if you know his music, you know who I'm talking about. He's Matt Taven. Now, this one's going to be a fantastic 6-man tag team main event. Now, starting off with the side of Rush-Gresham-Lethal, this is Rush's Ring of Honor debut, and this was another big signing by Ring of Honor, a guy who is very well known internationally. This is going to be my first time seeing him because I don't watch a lot of CMLL, but I do know he's incorporated with Los Ingobernables in Mexico, so you know he's going to be part of that Naito LIJ group one way or another. And this is going to be a very interesting match, and he's looking to get some payback against the Kingdom because if you remember on a Ring of Honor television episode, he faced TK O'Ryan, in which he defeated TK, and then the Kingdom gave him a triple concerto. So you know Rush is definitely going to looking to get that revenge, and he's got two fantastic teammates in Jonathan Gresham and Jay Lethal, a team that could be Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions if they weren't just tag teaming for the hell of it. And with Lethal and his road to G1 Supercard and Madison Square Garden, it gets even tougher and tougher because you have challengers coming from everywhere. Down on your side, you have the Kingdom, once again, main eventing a Ring of Honor show. What else is new? It's the Kingdom, folks. The most dominant 3-man team in Ring of Honor. And coming off their tour in the Road to G1 Supercard, Vinny Marsalius had a shot against Jay Lethal's Ring of Honor World title. And Matt Taven, once again, got it done when it matters most because he is the real Ring of Honor World Champion. I don't understand why Ian Riccaboni or Bobby Cruz don't just say he's the real World Champion, because if you remember, 2017, if Dalton Castle didn't back out in Lowell at War of the Worlds, Matt Taven would be world champion. But yet they kind of just say, oh, he is just the self-proclaimed Ring of Honor world champion. He's the real world champion. He never had a one-on-one shot at that belt. He had it, but Dalton Castle was too hurt to defend it. And so he, for me, is the real Ring of Honor world champion. So coming from me in this 6-man tag team main event, this one's tricky. This one is tricky, but I'm going to go with the team of Rush, Jonathan Gresham, and Jay Lethal to defeat the Kingdom. And those are my Ring of Honor Bound by Honor Miami 2019 predictions. I want to thank you guys so very much for watching this video today. Comment below, who do you have winning this huge 6-man tag team main event matchup with Rush, Gresham, and Lethal versus the Kingdom? Who do you have winning between Brody King and Jay Briscoe, PCO and Mark Briscoe? Who do you have winning between Mayu Iwatani and Kelly Klein for the Ring of Honor Women's title? And who do you have winning between Rocky Romero and Jeff Cobb for the television title? Let me know in the comment section below your picks and your opinions. As always, let's have a conversation about it. Of course, I'm always on to see your comment, like it, and of course reply right back to it, because comments are absolutely always welcome on this channel. Now, I do want to thank you guys so very much for watching this video today. Now, before you guys go, you guys can never forget to do this. That like button, comment, share with your friends. Of course, super kick that like button like only you guys can. And of course, you guys can never forget to do this as well. That subscribe button, become part of this bigger and dangerous alliance. And I will see you guys later today for my New Japan Pro Wrestling's New Beginning in Osaka 2019 predictions. Tanahashi Switchblade and Fale Okada. Later days, guys, and peace.